Hi everyone, my name is Elohim Ramses, and I will present you the new categories editor. This is just the usual disclaimer. And let's go directly to the demo. Well, the categories editor can be located on two parts. The first one is just right under Manage Artifact Categories directly on all artifact editor. For example, if you press here, you will see the new categories editor. And the second part is if you go here to Manage Project Properties, then open Artifact Categories and select the artifact you wish to edit categories for. In this screen, we have two panels. The panel at the left shows the categories general hierarchy. Under this tree, we can easily identify root categories that are here. You can also see values, which in this case I'm pointing RQM, and you have also subcategories, which is in this case integrations tested. I have to note that starting 405, we have included support to add multiple subcategories. I will show you a little demo just in some minutes. Now I'm going to move directly to the create dialog. Under this dialog, you can create root categories. For example, I'm going to create right now a root category called version, and press OK here, and you will see that the category has been created just here. Now you can use the same dialog if you press here in the upper corner, and I can also create values for this category. For example, in this case, I'm going to create the 2.0 category value. Just press OK, and you will see here that version now has a category value which is 2.0. I have to mention that the create dialog will respect will use depending the context you have selected. For example, right now I'm selecting right here version, so the default option is to create values, but it can also create subcategories here. Now I want to highlight a couple of things regarding this create dialog, which is first of all is the ease or how easy it is to create values using this dialog. For example, I want to create 2.1 and just press enter, and as you can see, a new row has appeared, and you can write 2.0, and you can also select here the green plus and create a new value. Just press OK, just like before, and you will see that values are created. I have to mention that all the categories can also be created. Category types can also be created using this way. Well, the second way to use this dialog right here is just using simple plain text. For example, I have a list of values here in Notepad that I created before, which are 3.0, 3.01, 4.06, etc. What I'm going to do is just to select all the category values, copy them, then I will move again to the create dialog and paste them. As you can see, every line break that you have created in your editor, in your text editor, has been separated into one value here. The same way as before, you just need to press OK, and all the values will be created right here, just under version. Right here, under the category, you have the usual options that are, for example, edit, which will edit the category type name. You can also create here or add a subcategory, and a dialog will be shown displaying all the categories that you have available for adding as subcategories. You can also define this category type as required, or define as multi-valued, or even delete the category type completely. For values, you can also edit their name, set this value as default, or delete the value completely. In this same panel, we have a link here which reads Show Outline. This panel will display all the category hierarchy you have created. For example, for products tested, you have a subcategory. We have a subcategory called integrations tested. We have a root category called test phase. We have also a root category called function, and a root category which we just created called version. I have to mention that this show outline is basically used to see a general view of your hierarchy and have a more clear view of your current structure. Under this panel, under this mode, which is show outline, you can also very easily move categories. For example, I'm going to drag and drop version under products tested, and you will see that right now we have product tested has two subcategories. One of them is integrations tested, and the second subcategory is version. Now let's go back to the general view. As you can see right now, the general view is also presenting the integrations tested as a subcategory, and version as a subcategory again, the one that we just added. As you can see, here in show outline, what I mentioned at the very beginning, right now products tested has two subcategories, which are integrations tested and version. So this is also new. Now right here, I'm going to show you the sub-values. For example, here in integrations tested, which is a subcategory of products test, RQM Break Pro and RQM Error Seen are sub-values of RQM. This time you can see that the hierarchy is very easily to distinguish which are the sub-values of this current value. Now, for example, here in version, at this point, we don't have any value associated with RQM. Now, with this, I'm going to cover the last part of this brand new categories editor, which is the values panel. From here, you can just drag and drop. For example, I'm going to select 2.0, 2.1, 2.3, and 2.3. Then I'm going to drag them directly under version, and you will see here that you have a label that is called that reads associated. This means that for the value RQM, you have a value here for version, 4 values here for version that are directly associated to this value. The second option to add also category values is using the edit subcategory values directly in the menu here, and you will see all the available category values, and you can select the ones you want to add or unselect the ones you want to remove. And you will see again on the values panel that the values that currently you have associated right now. Now I'm going to cover the last part, the second part of the values panel, which is show all values. show all values will display all the category values you have traded for all artifacts. For example, here we can read that we have about loop, probably on test plan, airport Hayes, Alabama, etc. And you can very easily just drag a value and create it here directly under the subcategory. Now, some other properties of the category of this category panel is, for example, here the pin. If for example you are looking for some specific categories, you can pin them, and then you can also filter more. For example, I'm going to filter T.1, or for example RQM. You will see here all the categories that complies with the filter, and also have all the categories you pin. This is especially useful for dragging and dropping categories that you want to save at one point. And well, I think this covers directly all the categories enhancement for the editor. Now I'm going to pass the microphone to my partner Aaron, who is going to present the new part of categories.
Good day. My name is Aaron Ramirez. I'm a developer for MQM on the planning component, and I'm going to show you how the category filter cascading works. So, test artifacts can be classified using categories. Sometimes it makes sense to define these categories as a hierarchy, having one category defined as a parent, then define one or more categories as subcategories of that parent, which in turn might also serve as parents of their own subcategories. Category values are used then to classify the test artifacts accordingly. Let me show it to you in this demo so I can explain it graphically. For this demo, I'm going to use the test plan categories. I have created this hierarchy previously. We can see here that we have a category root called state, which has all the US states, and we will have two subcategories. The first one is called city, and even below this subcategory, we will have another subcategory which is called neighborhood. Okay, so let's move to the table view for test plans. Let's browse them. So here, you will be able to see here, we have these three columns that represent our category hierarchy. Let me just fix the column so we can have a more clear view. Let me remove some columns here, and so we can proceed and see it clearly. Okay, so we'll have there. Okay, so in order to give a sense of dependency within the category filters that conforms this hierarchy in a table view, a feature which we will call filter cascading has been implemented. On the filters, if you click on the filter, you will see a regular list of all the values that belongs to that specific root category. In this case, US state. We will see the list of all the states here. But once you click on one or more of these values, you can go to the next filter, in this case city, and you will be able to see that this filter will show only results that are refined based on the parent value, in this case Alaska. As you can see, all the values here shown are just those cities that belong to Alaska, And we can see this behavior even in the subcategory of city, in this case neighborhood. I will choose Anchorage as my city, and then I will move to the neighborhood filter. And voila. As you can see, Anchorage is showing only those neighborhoods that belong to that city. This is what we call a cascading filter, and will help the user to refine their search criteria more easily. Additionally, we can also see a quick search field, which is located at the top of each category filter. Typing in any text in this field makes the filter display only the text matching those values. For example, let me type in some CO, and we can see all those values which contain that string. In this case, Colorado, Connecticut, which is very useful because in cases like this where we can have a lot of values, it's very easy very useful to just show a handful by clicking and texting some text here. In addition, we can click one or more values from this list, and the refined search on the next filter will always show the values related only to those specific filters. If you click on the more, we can have a complete list of all the values belonging to the selected filtered values. Well, that would be it. This concludes this demo. I would like to thank you for watching, and please visit us on Jazz.net. Remember, your feedback helps us make our products better. Thank you very much.